Hi everybody, it's Claire with another art journal video, and this one is another project for the Scrap Effects design team, and I'm playing again in the Craft Junk journal kit, and I'm starting off using the Pets collage paper and sticking this into my journal using some gel matte medium or matte gel medium. I don't know, one of those. It is one of those, either. As you can see, this can be quite a thirsty substrate, so you will often need to use more than you think if you want the collage paper to stick properly. So I'm just going in for a little piece on the paper here, and then I'm using my HP Sprockets. I'm going to print out a picture of our dog, Lola. She is a cockapoo. Bless her, she's a little sweetheart. And I think anybody that has a dog or a cat knows that these little creatures take over your heart and they gobble it up. So there she is, her little face, bless her. So I'm going to print this out onto the Sprocket size piece of paper. It's quite small, I think it's 2 inches by 3 inches. I tend to use it quite a lot when I'm doing my travel journaling, which obviously with COVID, I haven't done much travelling recently. But it's quite a useful little piece of kit to have, and I thought it would be perfect for just adding a little picture of Lola into this journal. So once that page was dry, I'm then using some permanent red violet light from Amsterdam acrylic and just swiping a bit of that colour down the centre of the page. This is going to be quite a simple page really. There's not going to be a lot going on here because I wanted the little collage element that I'm making and the photo of Lola to really be the focal point. So once that was dry, once the paint was dry, then I swiped on a really pale pink. I think it's called Persian Rose. It's also from Amsterdam acrylic. They are really lovely pigmented paints. So must confess, I am collecting them. Not like I need any more paints at all. And then I went to my little scrap box of bits of paper that I haven't wanted to throw away and collected some colours and pieces that I liked, and I'm going to stick these together to create a collage element which will then go onto my page. I'm just using a Pritt stick to stick these together. I never used to have a box with bits and bobs of paper. I used to mostly throw bits and things away, and then I kind of felt that it was really wasteful because sometimes you can create some really lovely things with little scraps and bits that are left over. So now I have a box of scraps which is growing very rapidly. So then I've stuck that in place on the page, and I'm going to use these paw pads which are chipboard elements from Scrap Effects. I was kind of working out how many to use, where to put them, how it would look, and I only ended up using 2, but I kind of wish now that I'd used 4, and I may well go back and put the other 2 on there as well. So I've just added them onto a piece of kitchen towel, and I'm just going to be putting some black paint onto those using a blending tool, no, a sponge, a makeup sponge, to add the paint onto those chipboard elements, and then we'll give those a really good dry, and then I'm going to staple those onto the page. Then I'm using another little chipboard element which says, it's got a heart and it says love my dog, and again I'm just putting some black paint on the text and then using this fluorescent pink pen to add some colour onto the heart. So this came from a pack called the My Dog Theme Pack, which is also a chipboard, some chipboard element from Scrap Effects, and again I'm using the Tim Holtz tiny attacher to just staple that in place. Next I'm using a gold pen, just adding some marks onto the page too. So like I said, this is a really simple, quick page, which was really fun to do and lovely because it had that little personal element too. So I'm just using a gel pen and going around that photo, creating quite a scribbly frame, and there it is. That's the finished page. So very simple, very quick, with just a few elements in it. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.